Welcome to the video, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is going to be a super important video, whether you're an experienced seller or whether you are new to Amazon FBA and you're creating your first product listing, right? So we're going to talk about search terms. If you haven't got your post notifications on, shame on you, turn them on. And also if you could subscribe, that would be great to make sure that you don't miss videos such as these. Now, we're all familiar with what keywords are. Keywords allow us to be indexed within Amazon search results. We can put keywords within our title, description, features and details, all throughout our listing, right? All the visible attributes. So there's also another place where we can input keywords, and this is into our back-end Seller Central. So if you have a look at the page in front of me now, this is my Seller Central, and you can see the first box here. We've got a lot of different columns here, different titles. Keywords is what we're focusing on today. So search terms. There's been a policy update and something that's been rolled out over the last year. It's only become visible within my Seller Central in the last few weeks. This change has, is become apparent to me, and they've basically said to me, Dale, you need to go and make these changes now. So I've done it, and I want to make sure that everyone else is doing it and they haven't missed the notification, because I wasn't actually told. I actually went into the back end of my listing and I could see that there was a notification in red just underneath here that said you need to make this change. So search terms. Now, up until recently, for me anyway, has been staggered. Like I mentioned, you could have 1,000 characters within this box here, right? 1,000 characters. There were also 5 boxes that you could add. So 5 in total, 4 in addition to this one. As you can see here, the add more button. There was also this button underneath the search term results. Now, what that meant was people basically filled up their search terms with obviously relevant keywords, but a load of junk, a lot of repetitive words from their listing and things that possibly weren't relevant. Now, Amazon are all about enhancing and improving the customer experience, right? So what they have essentially done is they've said you no longer can have five rows of 1,000 bytes. We're limiting the 5 rows to 1, and also it's going from 1,000 to 250 characters. Okay, bytes and characters, the same thing. Now, that's inclusive of spaces, so you don't actually even get the full 250. So that's the first change. If you have still got over 250 characters within that first box, none of those search terms will be active and indexed within Amazon search results. So this is why it's so important, right? I went into my Seller Central and all of my search terms or my keywords were all made redundant because I was over the 250 character limit. First change, reduce all of your characters to 250, right? Simple way to check that is to, if you've got a MacBook, just go into your into pages and type in, let's look at paper cups. Now, very, very simple. If you select this here and we put view, now I've already clicked this, so it would say show word count. Underneath here, you can click that and we can see 10 characters with spaces. So nice, easy way, something I teach my students. You can fill this up and you'll be able to monitor how many characters you have to make sure that you're within the 250 limit, okay? So nice, simple way to do it. Second thing that's very important to consider with these keywords, we do not want to be repetitive, right? Amazon have very clearly stipulated this within their advisory text about keywords. So essentially, if we look at this here, for example, we would not want any of these words here in our search terms. We want variations of those keywords, and we also want spelling variations, synonyms, different types of words. Let me give you an example. So if I looked at this listing now off the cuff, I would say work, let's put office, right? Office is not in that listing. You might have someone type in office cups or coffee cups for my office. Things that, again, keywords that you might convert very well for. Again, parties, I might put birthdays in the back end of Seller Central within the search terms, because someone might type in birthday cups, right? You never know when you're going to need coffee cups. You might want to play a bit of beer pong with these cups. You don't know, right? Lots of different things. Disposable, throw away, right? That is an alternative word, right? A synonym, if you will, to the word disposable. It means you can throw them away. So you want to, and again, this is a tool that I use, very simple. So if you go on thesaurus.com, you can actually search for synonyms if you can't think of any yourself. But we do not want to repeat the keywords that are in your listing anywhere, because they're going to be irrelevant. That Amazon won't care. If there's a matching search term, it will just be a waste of however many characters you have inputted into this section. So you want to spend some time on this, right? We're all familiar with automatic PPC campaigns. The reason that we run automatic campaigns is because Amazon will look at your listing, and they will look at your search terms in the back end. They will throw you out there on the Amazon platform for a variety of search terms, and then you can actually optimize that campaign and download their search term report, and you can query different things and work out what search terms you convert better for, and what search terms are poor, and you can actually deem them as negative keywords and get rid of them. So with automatic PPC campaigns, you can actually find out a lot of information and actually work out what keywords work for you. And those you would then input into your listing, embed it within the title everywhere, and also in the back end as well. Now, you can't do that until you've launched your product, because obviously you need to have a product live to run these campaigns. But there's lots that you can do in the interim, or before that happens. We do not want commas in between words. So again, we do not want, paper, comma, cups, comma, office. We would literally just get rid of the commas, and we would have spaces, right? Super simple. No duplications, no replications, no commas, just spaces, and nothing that's already in the listing. Now, it's as simple as that. As long as you've adhered to these new updates, you will be fine. Make sure that you have made this change, because as I've said, you might have 50 keywords in the back end of Amazon that you could have been utilizing, and all of those won't be working for you. And that's going to reduce your sales, right? And this is all about improving your Amazon experience and your Amazon listing and increasing those sales. So little change. Only been visible on My Seller Central recently. Others might have seen it sooner. Depends what marketplace you're in, and also the category and niche. So nice quick one. I am sweating. It's pretty hot here today. I'm leaving Croatia tomorrow to come back home. And you can expect lots more videos like this to come over the coming weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.